Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Aradhna, and if you are new here, hi, welcome. I am an actor and I have talked about auditions in my previous videos. I have discussed about their importance and how much we get to learn from them. I love listening to audition stories, may it be of some famous actor or even my friends telling me about their experiences with auditions. They're just so much fun. You can laugh about them, you can learn from them. So I thought let's just look at some crazy audition stories together, motivate ourselves and just have fun. Eddie Redmayne's Star Wars The Force Awakens. Adam Driver snagged the role of Kylo Ren in Star Wars The Force Awakens, but many other actors tried out for the part. One of those actors is Oscar winner Eddie Redmayne, who went on to star in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Redmayne speaks of the Star Wars audition as a top secret event. The actors auditioning were not allowed to know much about the role they were auditioning for. They just knew the minimal basics, which I think is a case here in India with a lot of roles. You don't know what exactly you're auditioning for. Many times you don't know the full story. You just get your part and you have to prepare whatever you think is appropriate just looking at that text. When Redmayne went to his audition, the casting director told him that he had to read from Pride and Prejudice, but to know that he was auditioning to be a villain. Redmayne didn't know what to make of it and ended up doing a bad version of Darth Vader voice while reciting lines from the classic film. When the casting director asked if he had anything else to offer, Redmayne said no. That was that, and he went on his way. It was so confusing. I don't get it. They're not even giving you the script and then they want you to read a classic like a villain. If you're wondering why I'm sweating so much, it's hot. It's hot in here in July and I cannot switch on air conditioning or fan because it's too loud and you won't be able to hear me. Sorry. Kit Harington, Game of Thrones. Jon Snow is a character that developed in ways that no one outside of the HBO world could have ever imagined. When Game of Thrones casting director were looking to find their Jon Snow, they wandered upon Kit Harington. Having shown up with a black eye to his initial audition, his unfortunate circumstances actually benefited him. Harington had got into a fight the day before by defending the honor of a girl he was somewhat dating. He did a good job. Better yet, he had gotten into this fight at McDonald's of all places. A man was calling Harington's girlfriend names and saying rude things. Bad man. Harington challenged the man to a fight. Since Harington doesn't actually get into fights, he of course got the worst of it. He showed up to his audition the next day with a fresh black and blue bruise around his eye. It worked out in his favor though, and Harington has since given credit to that guy who hit Harington for helping him obtain part of Jon Snow. Imagine you get into a fight and you go to an audition and you get that part because of that fight. No, I'm not saying that he didn't act well. Obviously he did. He did an amazing job. I've not seen the show. Don't come at me. I know you all must be thinking, what? You have not seen Game of Thrones? No. And I can tell you there are many people who haven't seen Game of Thrones yet. Jim Carrey, SNL. This guy. Jim Carrey wanted to be on SNL badly. He auditioned for the gig on more than one occasion. There was one time when he auditioned during the early 90s that stuck with him. Carrey showed up for his audition completely ready to go. Unfortunately, there was a major distraction that day as a NBC page was standing on top of the 30 Rock marquee threatening to jump off it. What? The event became a complete distraction to Carrey, who later said he saw it as more of a bad omen than anything else. Having been somewhat scarred by the moment, Carrey needed and asked for a moment before going into his audition. That's the thing about live television though. It's live. Being thrown off by something before going on, even for just the audition, probably wasn't the best thing to have happened. Producers weren't pleased with Carrey and he didn't get the gig. But he's funny and he has done many funny roles after that. That's what, even if you fail an audition, don't think that you are the bad actor or you are not made for it. It's just one part of a whole journey and you should just learn from it and move on. Just focus on the next thing that you have at hand or something that will come up to you, and you will get that. Being a famous actor had Harrison Ford's goal from the beginning. Once he reached Hollywood, it wasn't as easy as he thought it was going to be. We know about that. Ford worked as a carpenter. He had done some acting but was picky because he wanted to be a movie star, not just a guest actor on television shows from time to time. Having known the casting director for Star Wars, Ford was brought in for the audition due to a disproportion issue. What was that issue? George Lucas wanted to audition the parts of Han, Luke, and Leia in groups. There were 5 of each auditioning when it came to Luke and Leia, but only 4 when it came to the role of Han Solo. Oh, that was the issue. A casting director told Lucas to bring in Ford to complete the group. Ford wasn't ever supposed to get the part. He was there only to help those auditioning for Luke and Leia read their lines. Ford didn't see it as an audition whatsoever. So he was completely surprised when Luke offered him the role. I've heard a similar story. So this girl who played Princess Diana for The Crown, the very famous, for which she has been awarded as well. So she first came in as an assistant to help casting director and the actors who were auditioning, and she was there as a reader, someone who would read the other part of the dialogues when the actor is auditioning, and she ended up getting the job. It's a strange world. Lea Michele, Glee. Lea Michele was the face of Glee. Even if you didn't watch the show, there's a good chance you would recognize that she was from it. It could have been a completely different television show, though, because Michelle almost didn't even make her audition. Everything was going fine as she was driving over to her audition. When she was close to approaching the studio, things took a wrong turn. She got into a major car accident. All Michelle cared about was that she made the audition. Not even taking a breath, she raced to her audition with pieces of glass still in her hair. She was lucky because the accident happened within walking distance of Fox, where the audition was happening. The producer noticed something had happened, but Michelle told them she was fine and the audition went on as though nothing had happened. Wow. Okay, so we'll do one more. Gerard Butler, Dracula 2000. Back in 2000, the film coincidentally titled Dracula 2000 premiered in theatres with the almost unknown Gerard Butler as its star. An up-and-comer from Scotland, Butler thought that he needed to stand out during his audition for the forgettable lead role of Dracula. It wasn't just enough to read a monologue. Butler decided he was going to go all out. Butler decided that he was going to dress up for his audition. This isn't something that is generally advised when it comes to auditions. Yes, because at times it can distract the person from your acting and they can just focus on how you look. That's not advisable. Nevertheless, Butler put on a wig and fake teeth for his read-through. In actuality, he didn't appear to look like Dracula at all. He looked more like someone who hadn't showered in 3 months. Butler also did his audition incredibly dramatically. Combining that with what he was wearing, it makes the whole scenario even more ridiculous. Butler did get what he wanted and stood out from the pack, ultimately winning the role of Dracula. This worked in his favor, but I am not sure if someone like you or me was to take this advice and do something really ridiculous at an audition would get it. Generally you don't, because it's a distraction and people just end up looking at you, paying more attention at what you're wearing. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to have a discussion about what is more important, luck or your work, the comment section is open for any discussion like that. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.